In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use some things that you might have around your house to incorporate into your gel prints to make some really interesting textures to work with. Alright, first things first is a favorite among gel printers, and that is bubble wrap. So I've got two sizes here. I've got the little one, so I'm just going to push that in and pick it up. And I've got like a giant one, so I'm going to use that one as well. I'm going to push that in the top, just push it onto the plate, pick it up. So then I'll put down my paper. And we'll see what we get. So here you can see the small ones and then the bigger ones. Okay, other things I like using are things like this. This is drawer liner just from the dollar store, but this makes a great texture too. You just put it in, push it down, pull it up. You can also use those kinds of textures to print on other things. Like you could take that piece of drawer liner and actually push it into another print. This is a piece of plastic canvas. So again, just pushing it into the paint, trying to pick it up nice and straight so don't mess it up too much. And other things you can use, for instance, I got an egg carton. So this one you can tell I've used before, but it makes a really cool texture. So I just, again, push it in. Try not to move it around too much because that will influence the pattern that you get. And then if I pick these up, can see some of the patterns. Now this one is, I had enough paint on it that it looks like I'm going to get another print. So I'm going to try and do that one right here. If you're quick enough, sometimes you can get two prints out of it. There we go. So that's the ghost print. So this is the drawer liner, this is the egg carton, and that is the plastic canvas. Other things you can use, bits of packaging. This is just a bit of cardboard packaging that I've kind of ripped up and has kind of ripped up on its own, but it gives a great texture as well. So again, I can just push that in, trying to get a good imprint and pick up some of the paint, and then pick it up and print it. So that one will make a great background for something. Other things I like to use. This is a plastic rubber trivet from the dollar store again. So you just push that in. That gives a nice fun honeycomb texture. Also paper towel works really well, surprisingly. So just lay that down really lightly and just kind of give it a little smooth. Pick that up. There's another one, and this This is something else that's from the dollar store. This is a dish drying rack. So this one kind of has two sides. It's got a wide side and a skinny side. So I'm going to start with the skinny side, maybe over here. And then I will do the wide side on the top, just so you can see the difference. And let's pick that up and see what we got. So you can see, this is the paper towel. This is the trivet, which had a bit of purple crumbs in it, so that showed up. And then this is the drying rack. So we got the skinny side and then the wide side. And there's a little bit left on the plate, so I'm just going to actually clean that up with a bit of the pink that I have here. So when you get a plate that you want to clean up, just put some more paint on it and pull a print. And quite often those prints just can be used as background for something else. Gonna let that sit for a minute. Other things you can use, bits of textiles. So this is a bit of burlap. Things like feathers. Things like string. Things like little bits of ribbon. These ones run a little differently because you have to actually push them in order to get the print, but you can do like the first print and then a ghost print as well. So this way I'm kind of using these items as a stencil. And then when I pick up the next layer, you'll see what the other print looks like. So you can see the string and the ribbon and the feather there. So I'm just going to pull all this off. And the burlap, and then let's pick this print up as well. So some of these objects make really great textures, like this string. You can see like the twist of the string in there. You can see the textures of the ribbon, which is super cool. There's the feather. You can see all the little fluffy bits of the feather and the fine lines and the details of the feather on the end. And then this is the burlap, which came out really nicely too. All right, the last thing I'm going to show you on this is one of my favorite textures, which really surprised me, actually. I'll roll this out and then I'll show you. All right, one of my favorite textures is tinfoil. I'm kind of just like squish it up just a little bit and then push it in. And I'm going to push a little more in here, top, and we'll pick that up. So there we go. Look at that magic. So there's tons of things you can use on the gel plate. I would suggest that you look around your house and see what you can experiment with. You can use textiles, you can use anything flexible that's not sharp and that won't damage your plate. So I wouldn't use anything with chemicals in it. I wouldn't use anything sharp or too scratchy, but anything else goes. Take a look in the recycling box, see what you find in there. There's lots of things you can turn into stamps and stencils and resists and textures and all of that fun stuff. So take a look around and see what you can come up with.